Hello, it's me, Rosie Knight. I'm in the Den of Geek studio with some wonderful WEBTOON talent. Hi guys, how's it going?
Hi. Hi, I'm David, and I'm the head of content at WEBTOON, and I get to work with a wonderful group of people who source, develop, and deliver content on our US original program.
I'm CRC Payne. I'm the writer of Batman Wayne Family Adventures on WEBTOON.
I'm Patrick Young, and I write Red Hood Outlaws on WEBTOON.
CRC, it's your first San Diego. How's that going for you?
Oh, it's been amazing so far. It is so cool to be here and get to walk the floor and see all the cool cosplay.
Patrick, you have been to many Comic-Cons. This is your 10th?
Ninth, but 10 years, skipped a couple because of COVID. But yeah, it's super surreal, total dream come true. I mean, that first Comic-Con 2013, I was sleeping in the back of my car in the parking lot just to afford, a couple extra comics and to be able to stay the whole weekend. So to now be on a panel with everyone is fantastic.
And David, what's it like to come to San Diego with these incredible creators and then be on a panel and see the reception from fans who just love these stories that you've put together?
We first started to come to San Diego in 2015, and our first we had a launch party in Lou and Mickey's, and we're giving away free drinks to make sure that people would come. And I used to be so worried, because this was when we first started, like for every panel, we're like, wait, how do we make sure the rooms are full? Thursday morning, nobody's going to come. How do I make sure, we got to get these flyers out. So it's such a different sort of feeling now that there's so much love for WEBTOON, and it's surreal to sit next to editor-in-chief from DC and these amazing talents who are now creating DC originals on WEBTOON that's now in print.
And Patrick, you are so familiar at this point with these WEBTOON, but like vertical scroll comics and the people who are within this kind of WEBTOON DC family with you. How does it feel for you to see that in the kind of format that you grew up reading comics in?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, I still go to my local I walk to my local comic book shop and I pick out my weekly comics kind of a thing. I think we all dream of seeing our name when we walk in there. So to see it all come together is absolutely great.
Yeah, and it's coming at kind of a big time for you because Red Hood Outlaws is wrapping up. So what can you tell viewers and people who are already big fans of the comic about what to expect?
We're going to keep delivering big giant action sequences and big giant romance sequences.
The dream.
Yeah, I mean, that's at my core what I enjoy as a reader and as a writer. The romance and the care and emotion of all of these characters informs and makes you care about the big action, what happens there. You can't have one without the other and tell, I think, a fun, complete story. And so that's how we'll be ending our season, taking all of the information and the journeys that all these characters have been going on, putting them through the ringer in a final fight and seeing where they come out on the other end.
I love that. And CRC, what does the rest of the second season of Wayne Family Adventures hold? I
mean, more shenanigans, obviously. We do those 2-part arcs with a lot of characters, so we'll have a few that we haven't been able to touch on yet. As astonishing as that is, there are still members of the Bat family that haven't had their moment to shine. So we'll be doing some of those, which we're very excited about. And then we're also going to have a couple episodes written by our artist, Starbite, which are so great. So I think people are really going to love that. Having a little bit of a different voice come onto Wayne Family Adventures, I think is going to be so fun.
So yeah, David, what's it like to kind of come to this space and, like you said, like have WEBTOON now be not just a known quantity, but like a loved quantity, and then to have this collaboration with DC that brings these two worlds together?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really been a very fulfilling journey. I mean, personally, I grew up on WB5 as sort of that generation, and I also grew up on WEBTOON. So to be able to sort of bring this world together and make it work, I think it's been a really, really fulfilling experience because we've done a lot of partnerships in the past, and I think oftentimes the challenge is, how do we make it work? And, if the audience seems very far away, how do we sort of bring it together? And we really focused on finding these wonderful creatives who could understand both worlds. And it just clicked, and it's fulfilling, and I hope we can do more of this.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you coming and joining us in the studio. It's always a joy to talk to you about these wonderful comics. And where can people find you online?
I'm on Twitter, Just Young Enough, and Instagram, Prideful, PRYDFUL.
I am on WEBTOON.
Yes, CRC Payne on WEBTOON. Wayne
about
Family
it.
Adventures. And David is a serious businessman who you cannot find online.
If you read a series called Blue Chair, there's a round blue ball or round white ball with a hat, and that is me.
Perfection. Thank you so much, guys.